Hello, my Buckeye Nation out there. Welcome to another segment of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel show. Let's get this video started. Today's video is about the Ohio State Buckeyes starting off the 2022 college football season, defeating the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in the shoe by the score of 21-10. And my friends, I just got to be honest with you. For a lot of people that thought this was going to be a good old-fashioned shootout up and down the field, not the case Saturday night. This was a very good defensive battle. This was a very good coaching strategic move on both sides. Marcus Freeman, Coach Ryan Day, it's almost like they were playing chess against one another, and thank God that the Buckeyes came out victorious in this game for all Buckeye Nation by the score again of 21-10. I have to start off first with the Buckeyes defense. Now, my friends, I know the Buckeyes defense the past maybe 2-3 years were a little skeptical each year. Last year the Buckeyes gave up 23 points a game. The year before, the Buckeyes gave up 26 points a game. So it was not the typical Buckeyes defense that we know of in the past couple of seasons. So what did the Buckeyes decide to do? They decided to go out, get the fantastic defensive coordinator from Oklahoma State Cowboys, none other than Jim Knowles. And what a job Jim Knowles so far has done for the Buckeyes D. Now, obviously, the Buckeyes lived up last night to all the expectations of what the Buckeye Nation fans wanted out of our defense. And again, when you can hold a Notre Dame team to only 76 rushing yards and only 12 first downs, let me tell you, this defense is for real. They are anchored by Zach Harrison, Jack Sawyer, Steel Chambers, and what a game by Michael Hall. Boy, did this young man step up. Very physical ball player, and boy, he got that defense started right out of the gate. And let's not forget Tommy Eichenberg. Eichenberg had that key sack for the Buckeyes to pin Notre Dame back in their own territory numerous times. So for me, my friends, again, the Buckeyes, they did what they needed to do. And again, like I said, Notre Dame came in this game ranked number 5 for a reason. Let's get started on some stats on the offense. C.J. Stroud, Buckeyes' wonderful signal caller, was 24 out of 34, 223 yards in the air, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That was the key. Actually, both teams played a very clean game when it came to not turning the ball over. For me, my friends, what won this game for the Buckeyes was the running attack. The running attack was led by actually 2 superb running backs last night. Trevion Henderson, 15 carries, 91 yards, and a 6.1 yard per carry average. And Mayan Williams, boy, did we need his big play also. 14 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown, and 6 yard per carry average. So, my friends, I'm just saying right now, this was the 1-2 punch for the Buckeyes to lead them to a victory over Notre Dame. Now, when you stop and look at this game, this might have been one of the best games Ryan Day has ever coached as the Buckeyes head coach. And hear me out why I say this. Now, obviously, the Buckeyes went into the locker room losing at half by the score of 10-7. Obviously, Ryan Day knew there needed to be some changes in the second half. Good coaches know when they're down at half, if it's broke, you better fix it. Coach Ryan Day did just that. Now, you got to remember, in the first half, Day did not rush the ball that many times. He kept on relying on C.J. Stroud to get it going in the passing game, which we know from time to time Notre Dame defense did very well neutralizing C.J. Stroud. I was impressed with how a few of the receivers for the Buckeyes stepped up. Number 1, Emeka Egbuka. What a game he had. 9 grabs for 90 yards and 1 score. He did a tremendous job. Now we all know Jackson Smith and Najiba went out early in that first half due to a injury. Buckeyes have always said next man up, and the Buckeyes receivers did just that. Marvin Harrison Jr., what a game. 5 grabs for 56 yards. Xavier Johnson, 2 grabs, but boy, he made the one count for a touchdown that put the Buckeyes in the lead for good. Johnson had 2 grabs for 34 yards, and like I said, that touchdown. Now, my friends, what really impressed me was early on in that game, you could see where C.J. Stroud was getting a little frustrated. You could. He was short hopping the passes to the receivers, or if he wasn't doing that, he was airmailing them, throwing way too high over the receiver's head. So C.J., very uncharacteristic of him, was a little frustrated in the first half for what I noticed. I was impressed in the second half how C.J. Stroud got his game together and looked to turn that offense around in the second half, and he did just that. How many times the Buckeyes were facing 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 7 on key drives, and C.J. Stroud managed, when the pocket broke down, to me, it looked like he was just going to roll out and just chuck it into the stands, and then the Buckeyes would have had the punt. Not the case. How many times he made something out of nothing and ended up getting key first downs for our Buckeyes. Number one specific incident in that game that spoke volumes to me was in the fourth quarter. Jaden Ballard, standout from Massillon Tigers, made a key catch, first down, tight-roping on the sidelines, but it was good enough for a first down. Just, I believe, that same series, the Buckeyes were facing, again, 3rd and 6. He had to roll out. Who did he find? Always reliable Mayan Williams. Same scenario, on the sidelines for another key first down. And Marvin Harrison Jr. made some outstanding diving catches to keep those drives alive. So, my friends, it came down to the Buckeyes making the plays when they needed it. What really jumped out at me, shifting back to the defense, was that Notre Dame on 3rd down conversions, this was the key in this game, was only 3 out of 13 on 3rd down conversions. My friends, that's not going to win you a game, especially when you're playing against the Buckeyes. On the other side, the Buckeyes offense converted out of 13 3rd down conversion attempts. The Buckeyes converted 7 out of 13. That specifically jumped out at me that won this game for the Buckeyes. Again, my friends, Buckeyes, I believe their total offensive yards, 395 total offense. It was a good game for the Buckeyes. They converted on 22 first downs to Notre Dame's only 12. So, my friends, I tell you what, the defense came to play. And again, when you hold the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to only 10 points in the entire football game, and this is a number 5th ranked team in the country, you know your defense did something right without a doubt. So, my friends, again, I hope everyone enjoyed this Buckeye segment today on the Buckeyes defeating the University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish by the score of 21-10. For everyone checking me out for the first time, please click on the subscribe button. If you like this video, which I hope Buckeye Nation did, please click on the like button, and like always, comment down below. Like always, my friends, peace out, God bless, go Buckeyes. That's all Buckeye Vinny has today.